Hi, and welcome to the We Adventure Northwest podcast. I'm Wes, also known as We. I've been adventuring over 5 decades now, and man, do I have some stories to tell you. So join me, the intern, who just happens to be my wife, and the girlfriends. Yeah, she knows all about the girlfriends. So grab a beer and join us on the porch.
Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the intern. Before we get too far deep in episode 37, I wanted to remind everyone, head on over to patreon.com/weadventurenw. Sign up for a team because Wes is balls deep in the Baja build, and all of your support is going to help kind of relieve the old travel account. Not kidding. If you can give anything any month, tomorrow, today, whatevs, head on over there, join a team. You'll get cool stuff behind the scenes. See you guys there. Just a reminder, this isn't a kid-friendly show, so if you got little ones, listen later. And I'm going to turn it over to We. Here we go.
Who's going to listen later? The kids?
No, the adults without the kids.
Oh, well, that's crazy.
Hey.
This is an adventure for everyone.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, so are we on the show?
We're live.
So this is episode 37.
37.
You guys, we're finally on season 3 now.
Which we talked about that today. It should have been
Should
January.
have been season 3 a few episodes ago, but
You know
what? We make up the rules. It's our show. We do what we want, right? So that's how we roll. Anyways, are you petting your own pussy over there, or what's the deal?
Whoa!
Well, that's
it's my cat.
Oh, well,
Jeez.
yeah. I'm sorry.
You came in hot today, We. No, it's Stark.
Oh,
He decided to be a podcast cat today.
He's the mascot. For
Man,
today.
I think you made me blush. Good
a little
Lord.
bit. You are a little red. Hey, so if you're new to the show and you're wondering where in the hell are these guys going, because I just turned them on and there's absolutely nothing going on.
Right.
That's how we roll.
It is.
I'm We. Across from me is the lovely intern.
Hey, guys.
I have what we do is we talk about adventures and dirt bikes, and that's the main platform of it.
And your girlfriends?
And my girlfriends. I've got about 6 of them. And a wife, a safety Sally, and an intern. They all know each other.
We do.
Which is crazy.
But you're still alive.
Yeah, for sure. So welcome to another program. Hey, I just want to give a shout out to all our Patreons out there. This would really be difficult to do without you.
Very true.
So please tell your friends, become a Patreon. And
Chris, Michelle, John, Louie, Ryan,
RP, you guys, thank you so much. Your donations every month are what keeps us going.
For sure.
So let's jump into this.
Yeah, let's jump into this because I want to speak about the Patreons for a second.
Yeah,
when we lead into this Baja build that is happening because
they're a big part of that too.
Yeah, they're the biggest part of keeping you out of trouble because they give you money every month when you order custom plastic shroud stickers that I think is for your entire bike for $80. And you say, oh, no, that's just for the shroud and the front fender.
Bike graphics are not cheap.
Sure.
As we all know, you guys that are out there that have all the graphics on your bikes, just to get a custom one made is around a little over $200 just to have a custom one.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, for sure.
We have a vinyl cutter.
So it's not the same thing though. It's a printed. It's really thick. It's really scratch resistant. Yeah. So it's got all that.
Are you multitasking?
Yeah, I'm trying to do a little Facebook Live. Take your hand off him for just a minute. It's my little buddy here. This is our podcast cat for the evening, and this is Stark. So everyone that's watching me live on the We Adventure Northwest Facebook page, which you can jump on over to.
He left.
Yeah, he's gone. But here's the intern. Boom.
Oh, geez. Hey, guys.
Yeah, hey. And, of course, we. So, yeah, if you want to see what we're about, jump on over to Facebook and We Adventure Northwest. Jump in there and take a look. So, anywho. So, yeah, I just had to order some. They're a trick. They're pretty cool.
Tell everyone about them.
I will say, I was looking all over to put my own logo on there, some We Adventure ones, but to get anybody to do them, it was so expensive. I mean,
wait, $70 doesn't seem a little extravagant for stickers? Because if so,
no,
I'm not embarrassed by the Etsy shops that I've ordered for my planners.
Yeah, no, because that is, and it wasn't $70. You got to figure in shipping, which was $9.32, which was crazy.
Because it's coming from England.
No. It's It's coming from a good place. Throw out a shout out for JCR Speed Shop, which is
Johnny Campbell Racing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't mind supporting that. Got to hang out with Johnny at Baja this year, so that was always fun. But anyways, yeah, so I took a look and tried to make some custom ones, and just to get it's a huge headache to get my own logo on there.
Right.
It was expensive everywhere I checked. So I said, screw it.
So what is this? Okay, so this morning, I'm sitting in the office, I'm watching Netflix, so you walk in to show me a picture of some stickers or some vinyls.
The ultimate stickers that I wish I could get the graphics with my logo on it, but and maybe sometime down the road I'll try to figure that out, how to get them on there.
And you said, "Hey, check these out."
Yeah, they were the JCR from the JCR Speed Shop.
Right.
But they actually have of course it says JCR on it, but the background is all it's a map of Baja. So
which is pretty cool.
So which is really cool because the left side, I think it's the right side is the northern half of Baja, and the right side of your shroud is the southern part of Baja. So it's the complete map on both sides of your bike.
So are you going to like Sharpie in the parts you ride?
Sure. Yeah, I'll put a star by them.
You should.
Where we ride.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think that would be a good idea. So this morning I said, I don't care if you order those. And you're like, I
know. I probably won't.
don't know.
I'm such a girl on this.
And then I book our Airbnb for Seattle. And I'm like, hey, what's this charge? And you're like, well, you said I could.
Yeah. And your issue with that is you already said.
When I say I don't care.
Oh, go ahead and order that. Okay, now.
Yeah, when you
maybe.
Say,
well,
I don't need them.
I want it to make it look like I'm not that excited. To get them.
Oh.
And then do my little happy dance.
Sure.
And then I just play it off. It's like, it's fine.
They're not that big.
It's not that big a deal. I don't need them.
And then wham. It's like the $300 swimsuit.
Yeah, pretty much. So
speaking of, now that we've got past the plastic or the vinyl, it's just for the front fender and the shroud. And for people that don't follow along, what the hell is a shroud?
Oh, it's the part of the plastic that mounts onto your fuel tank and your radiators.
Okay.
Which they kind of make a shroud, which is a scoop, which is an air scoop that collect air and direct it into your radiator to cool the motor.
Okay. So the stickers that you got or the vinyls that you got are going to cover those two areas.
Yes.
So you posted a bunch of pictures this week about the progress of the Baja. Oh my gosh,
I was so excited. It actually really looks like a bike now.
Yeah. We've gone from a frame, which is a square, to having like some of the stuff put back together. So my question for you is, I was looking at the pictures and I'm thinking, now I'm not 100% matchy. My socks never match, but I know you are 100% matchy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at your bike, and there's a lot of white plastic.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of white on your bike.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this dingy white gas fuel tank that is brand spanking new, that I know is new because I shipped the whole cot. So why is it off? It looks, I'm sorry, it just doesn't look like it's new.
No, I think it's not white.
No, it's like cream.
Yeah,
off-white.
because it's got to be the plastic that they use. But over time, those white tanks, it's like on my KTM, because I have a 2.4 gallon on my KTM, and over time it just discolors, and it's the fuel and that discolors.
So is this one used that I ordered for you?
No, it's
Why
brand
did it already come pre-yellowed?
I honestly, I think that's just
I was going to say
plastic.
pre-creamed, but
Yeah,
that didn't
I
sound
think
right
that's
in my
just
head.
the plastic. It's not a white plastic. It's more of a natural.
Does it bother you?
Doesn't bother me a bit.
Bothers me a lot.
And the big thing is like the stock tank that's on that bike is black.
How come I don't remember it having a black tank?
Yeah. So
Probably because you haven't ridden it in so long.
I haven't ridden it in so long, but it has a black tank.
Now, wouldn't a black tank be bad for like Moab and where the gas boils?
Well, yeah, we boiled the fuel in Moab.
Yeah.
Well, the biggest thing for me between the black and the white tank or the whitish tank,
right,
is I can see my fuel level. In the black tanks, you can't see your fuel level.
Okay.
So this is
So
a much
from
bigger
a safety
tank.
Sally standpoint, this is a much better option.
Yeah, I
Okay.
I can monitor my fuel level. And
Hey, hold on. Do you know what we forgot to do?
beer on the porch.
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Well, let's pin what we were talking about and go back and.
Can I say that I've had 2 sticky hands before beer on the porch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I had 2 sticky hands.
So we each had 2 sticky hands before beer on the porch, and that's amazing.
But now that we're
recording,
we're having a little beer on the porch. What are we drinking? Stark there, buddy. What are we drinking?
I don't know what we're drinking.
So this is one of my favorite. I have to say this. This is one of my favorite. I really like the hazy IPAs.
I've come around to it too. I'm normally not a hippie.
Yeah, you normally
or a hippie. Jesus,
no,
a hazy.
You don't usually drink the hazies, but
No.
I love the hazies. This is one of my favorite breweries, and the beer is so delicious. But it's hippie hazy, and it's from Wild Ride out of Redmond, Oregon. And I think it's pretty mild. It's only like a 6.2.
Yeah, it's not too.
6.5, something like that. I think that's about it. What are you doing?
I'm just taking a picture. Living my best life.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so that's what we're drinking on the porch today. Ooh, hippie hazy.
Little hippie hazy. And I really like it. We actually got it for a poker party we had at the house last weekend.
Yeah.
What place did I take?
Second place.
Number 2. Yeah. It was number 2.
2 paid out, too.
Actually, I felt really bad because we were hosting, and then here I went on a pair of 4s.
Oh, you're fine.
You know what that means? I'm a good bluffer because I don't know how to play
you're
poker
a donkey.
at all.
That's what they call you in the
real
poker
world.
world. I think you're called a donkey.
I kind of felt pretty bad. Anyway, okay, so back to... Sorry, I just want to make sure we get our... and who provided our beer? Schmitza. Pizza Schmitza.
Yeah, Schmitza provided the hippie hazy for us. So thank you, Schmitza of Lebanon.
Yeah, you guys rock.
Yeah, you certainly do. Anyway, so...
Go down there and have a sticky hands and tell them we sent you.
Yeah, tell them We Adventure sent you. But anyways, get back to this fuel tank. Did I answer your question why it is white?
Yeah, but now I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
How hot does the fuel have to get to boil in Moab? Because that kind of scares me.
Well, I'm not sure, but that...
Because that really happened, right?
It really happened, and it wasn't just on one bike. It was on multiple bikes. And, of course, we're down there in the middle of July, which probably isn't the best time to be riding in Moab because it's hot. You know, you try to use the higher octane fuel, but you know, if you don't have it at the moment, you use what you can, and I think that's what boiled was the lower octane fuel.
Like, did you pull it out of the Jenny? Where'd you pull it from?
No. Well, we had a little where we were kind of staying at this campsite. They had a little mini mart fuel pump there. They didn't have a lot of different grades of fuel for us to choose from.
Really?
Yeah. So when we go through all our fuel, that's whatever fuel we got to use to finish out the trip.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's got to be tough, though.
Yeah.
How much does the fun fuel hold?
Well, ours holds about, I want to say 20 gallons.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's not that much. It goes pretty fast.
How much is your new fuel capacity on the 450 with the new off-white tank?
3.2.
Oh. And how about roughly? Well, I guess that's hard
What
for you
was
to
the
answer.
other one?
No, I was going to say, what are your MPGs? Like, how many miles can you get out of that? But it depends on your riding, right?
Yeah, and I think that the stock tank, I could get about 65 miles, 70 miles out of it, out of the stock tank. This one I'll probably get close to 100.
Oh.
A little over. I should.
Okay. That's an increase of about 35 miles per gallon. No, miles per tank.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math.
Yeah, I'll get about 30, 40 miles more per tank.
Per
yeah,
tank.
for sure.
Okay. All right.
Which will help while we're down there.
Well, I appreciate you answering that question.
But yeah. So fuel tank is on the bike. And, if you guys want to check out the progress of the Baja build, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. You can check me out at WE Adventure NW at
Nope.
Or not at.
Nope.
It's just
We Adventure
just
NW.
We Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how you're making eye
I
contact
know, right?
with me.
On the Instagram.
Because I always say www, and
I
they're
know
like, people
you
don't
do.
do that.
And then you can
You're
also
old.
follow me. I throw pictures up on Facebook too. And that's also WE Adventure NW at Facebook.
No, it's just on Facebook.
Oh, it's on Facebook.
You can
Facebook.
email you at weadventurenw at
Oh, there we go.
at gmail.com.
You can always do that.
Yeah.
Or you can be a Patreon
At
patreon.com
patreon.com/weadventure NW.
where I feel like I'm in grammar school again.
That's what two sticky hands will do.
Yeah, for sure.
So what other than, so when is Baja? Baja's November,
November.
right? So do you have anything coming up on the We Adventure Northwest schedule before Baja? Is there anything going
Yeah, so we're
on?
kind of busy.
Like,
Yeah.
The
So,
girlfriends.
Yeah, we've
The
got
NGs or the OGs?
I had to
Okay,
bag out of
time
the
out.
500.
Let's explain the girlfriends. There's two sets, 3 on each
The
side.
OGs, the NGs.
Yeah, the original girlfriends
So,
and the new girlfriends.
Yeah, the OGs have been pushing
10
the buttons.
years?
So we've got a big ride going in Idaho this year, and I'll do some. I won't be able to do a podcast while I'm gone, but I will try to do some live feeds. So, like I said.
I always look forward to the live feed.
Yeah, get on Instagram, get on Facebook. Go ahead and follow me out there, and you'll be able to see what we're doing. We're heading back to Idaho again this year. One of our absolute favorite places besides Moab that we head into is over in Idaho.
Is this what Squirrel called Disneyland?
No, that was Moab. Squirrel really likes.
Wait, where
Moab.
did you go after Mo? Oh, 5 miles of hell.
5 miles of hell.
And
yeah.
that's what he wasn't looking forward to.
Yeah, he wasn't a
Isn't
fan
that where
of
he threw a fit and sat up on the top of the trailer?
Nah, that was just before we were leaving. Yeah,
Nice.
For sure.
Kids.
Yeah. Goddamn kids.
Don't you have riders every decade? Like you're
We do.
5
we have
decades
some,
riding,
we have
4,
some that
3,
are
2.
in their 50s, some in their 40s, some in their 30s,
Yeah.
and one in their 20s.
Yeah.
So we got the whole thing covered.
That's pretty
and that's, I believe that's on both sides, the NGs and the OGs.
Oh, yeah. Because Grant and Seth, and then you've got Zach and Ryan.
Yep, and then
Shannon
Shannon
and
and Keith, and then it would
Wait, are you the only 50?
I just top out the 50.
Okay.
Every time.
Okay, look at you. Well, I was trying to think who's your partner in the 50s.
Nope, just me.
It's just you.
Yep.
It's okay. You can outride all of them. I hate to say that.
No.
No?
In fact, Keith was giving me crap because the other day we have a lot of fun working in his shop on this bike, right?
Yeah.
We have a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
And
well, he's such a likable guy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I've never seen him not smiling.
No. And you know, I don't care what kind of group you're in.
Yeah.
Whether you're a dirt biker, whether you're a hunter, whether you're a four-wheeler, whatever your deal is, there's always trash talk, right?
Sure.
And everybody trash talks. And so it was funny because Keith and I the other day we were putting on my roost guards, my hand guards.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't get, because over there it's not so, down there.
Sure.
I'm not so concerned about flopping my bike over, so I don't have bark busters, which are they're like an aluminum bar that goes from the end of your handlebar and then mount onto the front of your handlebar, so it protects your hand or levers when you fall off and hit a rock or whatever.
Sure.
So I'm not so concerned about that. So I've got what we call roost guards to protect my hands.
Okay.
On there.
Yeah.
And what those do is protect it from the guy ahead of you, the roost.
Right.
So you don't get a rock in your knuckles because that hurts.
Time out. So when you ride Baja, you feel like you're going to be close to the person in front of you?
What?
So close to the rocks are going to
Well, and that's where the trash came, because I'm a real technical rider.
Sure.
I can ride slow and do the rocks and balance and do all this. I'm not a desert racer guy. I've never done that.
Throttle.
So I'm really out of my element.
You're more technical.
Right. So I'm slow and methodical. And Keith is very fast, desert race.
Wide open.
Go. And so he's going to teach me the finer and the techniques of how to ride that.
Oh.
And maybe I can pass, the other side off to him. But so we're putting them on, and I go, okay, I want to get these just right. I want to leave them loose because I need to adjust them, so because I don't want to get a rock in my hand or whatever.
Yeah.
And without missing a beat, he's like, dude, you're not even going to be close enough to even catch a rock.
I'm kind of with Keith, and I hate to say
I go, you son of a bitch. Is that a challenge? Here, hold my beer.
Oh my gosh! No, I'm just saying this is out of your element.
So it is so out of my element.
Let's be honest. You don't normally go full open throttle.
Yeah,
on
no,
a flat
I
track.
am not a full wide open.
I mean, I've seen you out in front of the house in first gear, going no miles an hour, just simply balancing, and you come back to say, how's everything going, and you're like drenched in sweat. Yeah. And your Apple Watch says, I've burned 400,000 calories in the last 20 minutes. And it's like, geez.
And that kind of stuff is fun for me.
Right.
But no, I'm gonna try something that's out of my element. But I got a good teacher.
Yeah.
He's gonna guide me through it.
Yeah.
We're setting this bike up and putting a lot of precautions into it. So I have a lot of basically helpers and safety devices that go on this thing. So
that's how you're funding it through Safety Sally.
Yeah.
Patreons are all the fun stuff, like the finals and
but Safety Sally is funding the steering dampeners that
Safety
hold
Sally
my
here.
steering
If you could join Patreon,
solid.
that'd be great.
Yeah. So when I catch a rock, it doesn't rip the handlebars out of my hand. It just goes straight. So yeah, we got a lot of things we're going on, and we're waiting on the moose tubes, the inserts. They're a solid core. They go in the tires. So we're still.
Now, is this different from tubeless?
It is. So I run a tubeless on the KTM.
Because we did a podcast on tubeless because I didn't understand.
Yeah. And so I can air them down to about 0 pounds of pressure. But what the tube does is it's got a little itty-bitty tube that's about a bicycle tube in there that holds the bead of the tire solid so it'll hold the air in the rest of it. So, but now what we're going to is what we're waiting on is and they're the moose inserts, and they're a solid core. So they're kind of difficult to even put a tire on, because it's like putting a tire on with a fully inflated inner tube.
Oh,
basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's difficult.
Okay.
But the reason why we put these in is we don't have to worry about having a flat in the back of our mind. We don't have to pack a tube.
Sure.
We are
one less thing to worry about on
one
the Baja
less thing
Trail.
to worry about. One more
How
safety.
many miles are you planning on riding? And are you riding with the Baja race, or
So-
are you what's going on?
So what we're doing is we're going down a couple of days early.
Okay. Now the
for the
riders
Baja
who ride the
1000.
Baja go down a month or so early.
They're down there probably a month early.
Okay.
Pre-running. So we're going to go down about 3 days early.
Okay.
And so we're going to get, we're going to try to get about 500-600 miles of the 1,000 in.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And didn't you say
if we can
this
get
year-
more, we're going to get more.
This year you said it was, there wasn't a loop. It was actually straight.
No, this year or last year was a loop.
Yeah.
Ensenada to Ensenada.
Right.
This year it's from Ensenada to La Paz.
So is there anywhere in La Paz I can stay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's places we can stay. And we're not going to try to pre-run this in one day.
No. I need you to listen.
Oh.
Is there anywhere in La Paz I can stay? Like, can I have mini vacation, and then when you're done, you're like, hey, how are you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But
he's skipping right over this. Like, yeah, I mean,
yeah, but do you really want to go?
It's kind of a guy's thing.
That's fine.
No, it's fine.
You're gonna have to work that out, because I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna ride.
I'm gonna have to work.
You're gonna have to work that out, because I'm going down to ride.
Sure.
And then we go to work.
Yeah.
It's not a.
I forgot.
It's as much of a vacation.
It's not.
As it is. We
understand.
still have to work it.
I understand.
So we still have a team to support and all that.
Sure. I'm just thinking 1 year it would be fun to go down and not experience the Baja, let you experience that, and then just me experience an all-inclusive resort with a pool.
Oh yeah, I
all
don't think you in that part of in Baja. I don't think you'd even need an all inclusive.
I would.
No, it's you just sit by the beach and
That would be fine.
and drink cervezas.
I am not drinking Tesla Light. What do you guys drink?
Did you call it Tesla?
I don't know what it is. It starts with a T, doesn't it?
Tesla's a 80s rock band
And a car.
and a car, but
What is it? Tecate.
Tecate.
Light. Yeah, that stuff is
You're
really
on
light.
the side of Tecate, so you have to drink Tecate.
Who's Tecate?
The beer. It's the Tecate's the town.
Oh.
It's where Tecate's made from, or it's produced.
All right, settle down, You get all aggressive there with your Tecate knowledge.
Hey.
Hey.
It has different sections of Mexico, and they
So
support.
where's Pacifico beer?
Huh?
Where's Pacifico beer?
Probably, I don't know. Probably on the Pacific side, which is on our side.
Your face grin tells me you're just bullshitting me. That's what that says.
Oh.
Call you out like my
Yeah.
poker face last weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was funny.
That is hilarious.
Well,
I'm excited for you. I think that'll be fun.
yeah. But you want to know what else I was going to be doing, what we had on the agenda.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to do the ride. So you're going to ride part of
So that's in November, yeah.
Yeah, what else do you guys have? So that's with the NGs, the new girlfriends.
Yeah, so we got a couple poker runs we're trying to get into.
With the OGs?
With the OGs.
Okay.
And I would love to have this Baja bike finished and set up, because I would love to take it on one of these poker runs. Yeah, because that is what it's
designed for?
That area is what it's designed for. So it would be fun to be able to get it over there early and set it up before we do one of these.
Okay.
But
so what is the goal? Like, when are you thinking it is going to be done?
We're really close on it. We're really close. I think
that's good, because the Baja count's really close to being low.
The Baja count is almost
It's like needing CPR.
Yeah, yeah. It's on life support right now.
I better order some more $300 swimsuits
because I still have the tires and
What?
the inserts and a battery. That's my major ones that I still have to pay for.
What?
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Surprise. What's the golden rule about these podcasts? I always find out
You always
something
find
new.
out
Like,
later.
That's something that is with these podcasts
Yeah.
is I always find out new
No,
information.
it's all the other things that have been.
Patreon.com.
I just looked at what JC. Okay, so JCR will build you a bike to go to Baja. What do you think that'll cost you? Now, a normal bike, if I went and bought a Honda 450X right now, is probably going to be. I don't know what a new one is. $9,000.
More than that.
9, no, not quite 10, because my KTM, which is on the expensive side, is right at 10.
The ones you were looking at, the Husky, was 10, close to 11.
So 10. Okay, so probably the X is probably right at 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad like $1,000 isn't it? You're like,
okay, so just add another that on top of it, and that's what they'll build you a Baja bike for.
$20,000?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just under that.
So I need to send Keith flowers.
So yeah.
Some Apple Crown.
Keith is like our savior. He is our hookup.
Keith.
He's a good friend. He's he's doing.
Wait, what's his name?
Keith.
Billy Soto.
Oh, Billy Soto.
Yeah.
No, he's gracious
and the fact
enough.
that he's so gracious, and you go over to his shop and you do this, all of this build.
Yeah,
it's
and he's
cool.
been donating parts to me, and I've been donating parts off of this bike.
You
that
also,
he wants.
I sent you a text yesterday morning, and I'm like, "Pay up, sucker."
Yeah.
So
we got him.
Yeah.
I had to get him some cash, so because I was feeling guilty.
The intern
about that.
doesn't want to be like side hustling and being like, "What is Wes owe you?"
So yeah, we have a few more expensive items to buy for it, and then we'll be pretty much done.
Okay.
On it. But,
so you earlier. We went to lunch. We talked about different things that the OGs wanted you to do, and unfortunately, on one of the things that they wanted you to do, I'm actually out of town, so you're going to have to.
You are, yeah.
Decline on that.
But I had to laugh about one of the other ones.
Yeah.
One of the OGs.
How do they? Pin that. How do they feel about you doing this whole Baja build? Like, I know in the beginning when you met Keith, you were telling the guys like, "Hey, you need to come out. You need to ride with this guy.
I think
He's
they're really,
epic.
I think
He's
they're
so
cool about it. They're living through the pictures and so they're really supportive.
All right, that's cool. Because I would never want the OGs to feel like inferior or whatever.
No, me neither.
They're in your heart. Sure.
It was funny though. The other day, one of them texted me and said, "Hey, check out. I want you to check out this website, and I want you to really consider doing this race with me."
Ooh.
And I said, "Okay." So I took a look at it.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty fun, kind of grueling, but it's a 24-hour race.
Yeah.
And it's a 24-hour team race.
Oh, kind of like Team Bananas.
Yeah. So it'd be set up perfect for Team Bananas to get back together.
Okay.
And we're getting the band back together.
Okay.
But we would do this 24-hour race.
Okay.
And it's not like you have to use one bike for the whole 24 hours. We can use our own bikes
the whole time
and ride them the whole time. It would be like the rides on Shed.
Team Bananas.
Yeah, so Team Bananas get back together.
Okay.
So anyways, I'm looking at it and it's like, okay, that sounds cool. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I would probably do that.
Okay.
Which bike I would run, I'm not sure. But the funny part was I'm like, well, okay, so that's cool. So 24 hours long, right? So I'm figuring, okay, I'm going to have to ride a couple hours, maybe 4 hours at the most, 5 hours. And
okay, hold on. That feels like a lot. Like
4 or 5 hours.
Hours on a bike?
Well, you'd switch it up, though, right?
Oh, Between how many?
Between
Four?
between
Three?
the
Two?
team, and I think
Okay.
I think you can have up to 6 on a team. I was reading,
Okay.
and then I was like, well, I asked him, well, how many is on the team?
Yeah.
Oh, well, right now it's only just you and I. It's just like,
What?
fuck, 12 hours on a
No.
bike? I don't think I can do that. That's pushing my limits.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
How long is it? Okay, so
I don't think I want to push my bike 12 hours either. That hard.
I mean, it would be a good test before Baja.
Yeah, but
How
do I
many
want to
hours are
burn
you-
that up and it's just before Baja?
Wait, time out. As a safety Sally,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, I would say, would you not? Just in case the bike like falls apart.
Well,
but I was
that's
gonna
what
say another F word.
That's why I said I kind of want to protect that bike before Baja,
I know, but
and so I'd probably take the KTM on it.
are
and
you
use
serious?
that, yeah.
So, what kind of reassurance do I have that you're not going to end up in a corner in Baja on your newly built bike? Didn't you say that there was like a bucket of bolts? I'm sorry.
What?
Like
A bucket of bolts?
you're replacing all your bolts and you're like taking apart your bike and you're like, normally when you take apart your bike, you're like meticulous about, hey, this goes to part A1, bolt A1, bolt A2.
Oh yeah,
bolt
so that's the funny
A2.
part is I'm putting
I mean,
stuff
I know
together
you find this
yesterday.
funny, but this doesn't feel funny to me.
I know, so I'm putting stuff together, and I go, "Hey Keith, do you remember where this bolt goes?" He goes, "Oh yeah." I go, "Okay, do you know where it is in this pile of bolts?" Yeah, no. Let's use this. So he gives me brand new OEM bolts.
Sure, but what?
Yeah,
Where are yours?
they're in a pile.
Okay.
So
I'm getting nervous.
this is why you really got to love Keith. I mean, he's really coming.
There's so many reasons
Yeah,
to love Keith, but
he's
yeah.
really
Sure.
yeah. He's a true enduro dirt bike. I mean,
Yeah.
this is what
He lives it, he breathes
it's in
it,
his
he
blood.
eats it. Yeah.
He's kind of like, and I say this about this community, and I've said this before, and it proves it over and over and over again. What I have, dirt bike parts, if you need them, they're yours.
Which is totally cool.
And that's just how it's crazy,
It's
but
very
that's
nice.
how this whole
yeah.
kind of knit
Yeah. I've got
group
this.
of
Yeah, use
bikers
this.
are.
Yeah.
Is like, yeah, you
well, and
take
it's
this,
always
you
been
take
that way. Even going all the way back to Malcolm.
Yeah.
If Malcolm
for
had
sure.
something, he's like, let me put this on your
Yeah.
bike. Or if you had something extra, you're like, here, Malk, have this.
Yeah.
It seems like it's just the whole, I don't know, the whole village.
No,
the whole
it
community
is.
is just
It
like,
is.
let's just
It
share.
takes a village
Yeah.
to build a bike. But, yeah. Yeah, it's like, well, because I had that old fuel tank, the stock one that I wasn't using. He goes, well, I have this other bike I'm building that needs a fuel tank. It's like, yeah, for sure. That's yours. Take it. I won't need it again.
Which
So,
is just really cool.
yeah, it's just that community just swapping parts and taking care of each other time and time again.
Right.
And it's just that group of friends that, and I'm sure that happens in other groups, motorsports, but I know this one is really tight knit, and we usually help each other out all the time.
Right, right. Speaking of, we've got to plan the summer sleepover.
Oh yeah, we always have a camp out here.
We
at,
really should try to involve everybody. I know the OGs.
Well,
are
I think we
available,
threw
so we should just do all of
we
it.
threw the
Yeah.
invitation out there last time, and whoever could make it made it, and so we'll do that
we'll
again.
do that again for sure.
For sure, and have a big camp out.
So
Big bonfire.
this weekend we have coming up Seattle. I'm excited. It's my fern train ride. I know.
Yeah, we're taking a little break from bikes,
Yeah.
and we're
just
going to
because
take.
we haven't had really any time.
No,
together.
well, we've been so busy doing
Well, and I
odds
had
and
the
ends and our own
upgrade
things
at work, and it's just been dumb
Yeah.
crazy. So
And-
we're taking a break from reality next weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
Headed
So,
up to-
and I'm sure we'll do a podcast on that one.
Probably
We'll figure
beer
out.
on the porch.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if you
probably.
guys want to listen to another podcast that we do that's as random and sporadic and drunken, check out Beer on the Porch. That's what it's called. It's all the non-ride podcasts.
Yeah, it's just about getting together with good friends, talking beer, talking story.
Yeah.
And
beer on the porch. It's what you would normally grab a beer, sit on the porch out in the summertime in front of a fire and just chat.
And I have people all the time, hey, can I come over and we'll just talk on your podcast? And it's like, I've got a perfect podcast for that.
Beer on the porch.
Beer on the porch.
Yeah.
And
if you're not a dirt bike rider.
No, that's the one you want to listen to.
Yeah, beer on the porch. Yeah. Or if you really like listening to us, there's a second opportunity. Beer on the porch.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
And you actually host that one too, so it's brought to you by We Adventure Northwest. Little plug there.
Yes.
A little plug. If you have a really cool dirt bike story or just a dirt bike story, doesn't have to be all that cool, although we'd prefer it, send it on over to weadventurenw@gmail.com because we're looking for listener stories to read over on our Patreon.
Yeah, for sure.
We're trying to grow that Patreon page like crazy.
Yeah,
it's
I want
a cool
to get
hangout.
that going.
Yeah. So what else do you have before we cut this short? Because I've had 2 sticky hands.
No, I think we've covered a lot. We've kind of talked about the build, where we're at right now. We're so close.
Yeah.
Front suspension is done. The majority of the bike's done.
Mm-hmm.
Motor's done. I think the next is rear suspension and wheels, tires, stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't need to know about all that until it's in the cart.
Yep. So,
or I just run across it and I'm like, oh, Rocky Mountain ATV.
Oh, no. Gosh, what are you buying now?
There it is.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Yeah.
I have enough Aaron Condren notebooks to last me a lifetime.
No, we're trying to work our magic and work through our connections and see if we can't get some good deals.
No, I think that's really good.
On tires and
I'm
stuff. I'm
excited for you.
I am too. It's
all coming together. It's all so funny how things work.
I know, and it's starting to look like a real bike again.
Yeah,
and
it's
got me really, really excited to ride this bike again. And I haven't been involved in this bike for... Gosh.
8 years? 6?
Yeah, at least 6 years. It's been kind of sitting around. And, gosh.
We talked about making it the Harvey wall hanger, remember?
Yeah.
We were going to put it in the office.
I've got some real excitement about this bike again, which is cool.
You need to send pictures to Ron and be like, hey.
Yeah, I think once I get it done, I'll send him a picture of what the Baja build looks like.
Yeah. I think he'll be like really proud. He'll be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Since you bought the bike there.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Holy
sure.
crap.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about it. Go check out the Patreon page. Really consider subscribing and picking a team. You know, we love you guys so much. We wouldn't be able to do this without our Patreons and the intern.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Intern's a big deal.
And our full-time jobs.
Yeah, so thank you again, you guys.
Yeah. Shout out to Keith. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and again, thank you, Keith. For helping build this thing.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Well, let's put a toast to it. Let's end this show, and you guys have many adventures.
Be safe.
And be safe out there. Enjoy, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
See ya.